My name is Anna Lloyd, and today I'm going to share with you my critical evaluation of a 2015 research report titled The Effects of Punishment and Appeals for Honesty on Children's Truth-Telling Behaviour. This research was conducted by Talwar, Aruda and Yarchison. It's widely recognised that being honest and telling the truth is important to individuals and to broader society. Consensus has been reached on the relationship between children's cognitive development and their capacity to lie, although research into the impacts of punishment and appeals or requests made for honesty on children's truth-telling behaviour has produced conflicting results. Talwar et al. Noted that mechanisms to discourage lying in children remain unclear, highlighting a need for further investigation. So with that rationale in mind, Talwar et al. Aim to explore how internal and external appeals or requests may influence children's honesty, and if expectations of punishment for lying reinforce the influence of those appeals. They posited 4 hypotheses. The first, with age, children would be more likely to lie and would be better at maintaining that lie. Second, it would be more likely for a child to tell the truth if first provided with internal or external appeals to be truthful, compared to children who were not asked to be truthful. Third, appeals to be truthful would be less effective where punishment was expected, compared to where no punishment was expected. And 4, children would maintain their lie more successfully when they expected to be punished, compared to when they did not expect to be punished. The participants in this study comprised 372 children aged between 4 and 8 years of age, 195 boys and 197 girls. The majority of children were from Caucasian, middle and upper middle income families in a medium-sized North American city. It wasn't stated how these participants were recruited. The children participated in a temptation resistance paradigm, a task that has been widely used to study children's lying behaviour. In this task, children are required to, or instructed rather, not to peek at a toy while they're left alone for a short period of time. Due to the highly tempting nature of this situation, most children tend to peek at the toy. In the study, the children were video recorded while alone with the toy. However, the experimenter was blind as to whether the child had peeked or not. The study used a 2x3 between participants design, resulting in 6 conditions, which I've converted into this group for easy reference. Condition-specific remarks were made by experimenters prior to questioning the child about peeking. These remarks are paraphrased as follows: no punishment, no appeal. If you peeked, it doesn't matter. I won't be cross with you. No punishment, external appeal. If you peeked, it doesn't matter. I won't be cross with you. If you tell the truth, I'll be really pleased with you, and I'll feel happy. No punishment, internal appeal. If you peeked, it doesn't matter. I won't be cross with you. But it's really important to tell the truth, because it's the right thing to do when someone has done something wrong. Punishment, no appeal. If you peeked at the toy, you'll be in trouble. Punishment, external appeal. If you peeked at the toy, you'll be in trouble. Although I'll be cross about the peeking, if you tell the truth, I'll be really pleased with you. I'll feel happy if you tell the truth. And finally, punishment, internal appeal. If you peeked at the toy, you'll be in trouble. Although I'll be cross about peeking, it is really important to tell the truth, because telling the truth is the right thing to do when someone has done something wrong. After the condition-specific instructions were delivered and the child had been left alone with the toy, all children were asked, when I was gone, did you peek at the toy? If children peeked but denied doing so, they were categorised as lie-tellers. If they peeked at the toy and confessed to peeking, they were categorised as confessors. The follow-up question, what do you think the toy is, was asked to see whether the children who lied about peeking at the toy were able to conceal their transgression. Children who gave a correct answer were asked, how did you know who the toy was? Children who gave a correct answer without a plausible explanation or revealed that they had peeked received a score of 0. Children who pretended or were ignorant about the toy's identity or gave a plausible explanation of why they knew the answer received a score of 1. The results showed that of the participants, 251 children peeked. 167 of those lied about peeking at the toy. Significantly more children lied in the no appeal conditions, and there was a significant difference between the punishment and no punishment conditions. Whereas the majority of children in the punishment internal appeal condition lied, significantly fewer children in the no punishment internal appeal condition lied. Of the children who lied, 96 gave a correct answer, revealing their knowledge of the toy. A logistic regression analysis with category of guess, correct, or as the predicted variable, revealed that age was a significant predictor, and for every 1 month increase in age, participants were 1.037 times more likely to give an incorrect answer. The researchers found that their hypotheses were supported, suggesting emphasis on the positive consequences of honesty most strongly promotes truth-telling in children, and that children fearing punishment may be less truthful. If children fear negative outcomes for disclosing information, they may be more reluctant to do so. The results also suggest that children's behaviour is influenced by the anticipation of external sanctions. These factors can lead children to either hide the truth when expecting punishment or tell the truth when expecting praise for doing so. Future research needs to establish whether the same influences have an effect on children's truth-telling behaviour about the transgressions of others as well. It should also examine the impact of truth-telling or truth-promoting appeals and punishment on children's non-verbal behaviour, as this wasn't focused on in the current study. Overall, these results have implications for professionals who work with young children and who wish to encourage truthful and accurate reports from those children, such as teachers, social workers, police, and child psychologists. There were some limitations to this study, however. The researchers noted several of these. Firstly, it may be that a difference would have been found between appeal efficacy and age if older children and early adolescents were included in the sample. It may also be the case that children who have already internalised moral standards about honesty are less likely to lie or peek in the first place. However, this wasn't measured. An additional limitation, not noted by the researchers, was an over-reliance on Talwar's own work, raising the risk of bias. Lastly, the sample lacked ethnic, socio-economic, and geographical diversity, potentially limiting the real-world application of these findings.